So hey guys, welcome to New Comic Book Wednesday, and today I will be reviewing, of course, first, Batman issue number 6, the awesome and terrific Batman series that's going on right now. Now, usually I would start off Justice League this week because Justice League would always come out on the third week of this month or any other month, but it has been pushed back like last month. It's being pushed back 2 weeks later, so you won't see Justice League until 2 weeks later. Also, Ultimate Spider-Man is going to be coming out next week, so there's no review today for you guys. If you guys all follow, when it comes out every single month, it usually comes out on the third week of every single month, but not this month. It's been pushed back till next week. Also, I will be reviewing Batman Beyond Unlimited when it comes out. So I'm really excited for that. Really stoked to see Batman Beyond come back. Next up, I picked up Blue Beetle issue number 6, which I am really stoked for. I will show you the cover of this in my review because I really personally love the cover. Next up, Nightwing issue number 6. Also picked up Young Justice. I will actually really love how the issues are going for Young Justice right now, how the comic book series is going, because right now, if you guys don't know, Young Justice, they have no new episodes until March 7th, I believe. Yeah, March 7th, they will not be having any more new episodes until then. So Young Justice has been, on hold since like October. That was a really long time. So, Young Justice, the comic book series, has been holding me up. And if you guys all know, if you guys ever watched Young Justice, Aqualad is the leader of Young Justice, the Young Justice team. Now it says right here, if you guys can't see it, it says Batman saying, "Aqualad, you're done as team leader," and that's a bit of a shame. So I'm really excited to see what's going on. Why has Aqualad been canceled out as, the leader? Next up, I am almost done collecting this, just 3 more issues of DC Universe Online Legends. So let's begin. The awesome and terrific Batman issue number 6. Now, in Batman issue number 5, I really liked the comic book, because, that issue, it made you feel like you were going insane with Batman, like you were going crazy, like you were tripping out with him, because they made you read the comic book like sideways, then upside down, then back around. It made you flip the comic book all around, which was really great. I love that kind of aspect that they did in issue number 5. And I didn't tell you what happened at the end of issue number 5 because I didn't want to spoil it. But seeing that hopefully you guys have read issue number 5, at the end of issue number 5, we see Talon stab Batman. Like he just basically used his sword, whatever, penetrated through his stomach. And like I said, there was symbolism in the end of issue number 5 where the bat signal burned out and everybody was sad because they thought that, Batman has really died. Where has he been for 3 weeks, And in issue number 6, that's where we pick up. Batman still just got stabbed by Talon. And basically now the Court of Owls are going to judge him on how he's going to die. And they tell him, like, the Court of Owls, let me describe them. Like, I thought it was just a costume kind of thing, but then, like, they're so disfigured and deformed. Like, their fingers are like real talons of owls, and like their arms are really skinny and long. Their facial features are like, they look like they have a mask, but at the same time their faces are so round and pointy like those owl faces. They have black pupils. It's like freaky stuff. And you're thinking like, is Batman still tripping, or are these how the Court of Owls people really look like? Are we just going crazy with Batman, or are they really just deformed human beings? Who are these people? But I'll get into that later on in the issue. So we see the whole bunch of people surround Batman, telling, Talon to keep beating him up, and Talon just keeps beating and punching, kicking Batman, and he's just getting brutally punched, and just, it was just so brutal for Batman. He's just getting beat on really badly. And later on, all the Court of Owls people just came down and they start gathering around Batman, surrounding him and grabbing him and jumping on top of him. And Batman was about to accept his fate. He was just about to accept that, I can't fight back. I can't do it. I feel like I have to let them take me. I can't go on, And later on he sees a picture of Alan Wayne in the picture frame. He sees him, and he looks into the picture. He sees Alan Wayne's eyes, and he feels like, what is he doing? He's calling out for help. Look at him. in this picture, he's crying out for help. He's asking someone, please help me. He's trying to ask for help, and he's asking me for help. I must help him. I must get out of here, you know, alive. And I like how they kept doing this in the comic book. It just gets trippier and trippier. You saw Batman just sort of like Hulk out, like he just turns into this ballistic, big, gigantic monster. Not like a big monster, but like basically he gains massive muscles, and like he gets sharp teeth and fangs, and like he gets wings, and like a bat. He turns into like a human bat, you know, not like man bat, but like basically he's more muscular. He has big fangs, and like he has like little tiny bat wings. It was pretty cool. And then he starts fighting back against Talon. Now you guys are wondering, like, what the hell is going on? Did Batman take some kind of weird serum and he just turned into an angry human bat creature thing, like all the Court of Owls people are looking like? Well, at first I thought that too. I was like, maybe he's still just tripping. He's still going insane. And that's the thing. That's what I like about this issue, is that they make you feel like you're still tripping with Batman. Like you're looking at everything through Batman's eye. You're not looking at, you know, how Talon is beating up Batman. Like, you're not looking at it through the villain's eyes, but you're looking at it through Batman's eyes. So basically, whatever Batman sees is how the reader sees it. So, you know, Batman sees himself as a gigantic bat fighting against an owl. You know, like that's the whole interpretation of this whole battle, is Batman or a bat versus the Court of Owls as the owls. You know, the bat versus the owls. So this is pretty interesting. It's really good. And then we get back to, you know, reality. You know, Batman's fighting against Talon, and you're just fighting it out. And Batman, he was smart. He was really smart, because like in the end of this issue, before, you know, the ending of it, he finds a way to escape, because when he drank the water from the fountain in issue number 5, he notices that the water tasted like minerals. So he said, we're near a lake. Also, the marble that was, you know, the statue or the pond or pool or whatever that, you know, held the water, he said, this is white marble. It's not created from, you know, like other marbles in this room. It's generally created somewhere else. So he says that, you know, this marble is weak. If I use explosives, it will break easily. So what he did, he's just smart. He took something from the camera, because like I said, they had a camera in the last issue. He took, I think, some of that film thing kind of thing. I don't know how you describe it, but he took it and he says it's flammable. It can explode. I guess that's how you take pictures back then. You, like, when they press a button and it explodes, and you know, you see smoke coming out of the lights. So he uses that, and he uses Talon's knife, and he scratches it, and then it explodes and makes a hole on the floor, and Batman escapes. That's how he escapes. Now, as for Talon, he's beaten up to a pole, so he can't really move. And the Court of Owls reveal themselves. There's a woman in a wheelchair. I guess she's a leader of the Court of Owls, or she's just like one of the members of them. And you see all the rest of the people. So they're normal-looking people. They're not really deformed, figured owl people. Okay, like that's just when Batman was so tripping. So Batman escaped, and the lady in the wheelchair for the Court of Owls says that, you know, get rid of Talon. We have more. In the end of this issue, we see like coffins, mountains and mountains of coffins, like rows and rows of them. And she's like, now all we have to do is just wake all of them up. So, an army of Talons is getting ready to go and, you know, take over Gotham. Now, if you guys don't know this, there's going to be a majors amount of crossovers in the Batman universe. Nightwing's going to have a crossover with the Court of Owls. Batman and Robin's going to have a crossover with the Court of Owls. So the whole Batman universe is going to have a crossover with everything that's going on right now in Batman, which is really interesting. This one story that spawned off its own series is now crossing over with all the other Batman universe comics, which is pretty cool and amazing. I'm really interested to read every single Batman universe comic that has came out right now, like Nightwing, Batgirl, Batman and Robin. I'm so excited for this crossover event to see how everything's going to turn out, because everybody is in Gotham City, you know? So, I mean, how can you not have Nightwing or, you know, Damian fight against the Court of Owls when, you know, they basically live in Gotham City and this event's happening in Gotham City? So, yeah, it's interesting. I really like this issue. Now, I know some people don't really personally like this, but really, for me, I really like this issue. Like I said, this is one of my #1 favorite, you know, DC comics from the New 52. It's great. The story is well told. I mean, when Batman figured it out that the marble was weak and it could be destroyed by explosives, that was smart. That was a smart way to figure out how he could escape from the maze. Like, you guys are all wondering, he was in this maze for 3 weeks in a row. He did not find a way out until now, until he drank the water from the fountain. So this right here, this is a good explanation of how he could escape. Like, really, how could you put it in your own words? How could Batman escape? Would you say, like, Nightwing found out the location of where they are and saves Batman? Or would Batman himself successfully get out on his own, because that's Batman in general, He is a fighter, he's a survivor, and it showed that really greatly in this comic. When he was about to give up, he saw Alan Wayne's picture, and he just got inspiration and just fought back against Talon. That's Batman for you. He met his match, but he overcame that match, and he's going to come back and fight it head on in the next issue or whatever's going on in the Batman, comic right now, which is great. I really like this. People, who think highly of Batman, saying that he's mediocre. This is really stupid. This storyline doesn't really mean anything. Like, they're making Batman such a wimp, or like such a like a loser or whatever. Well, he's technically not. It's just showing that he has a great challenge to overcome, and he has overcome this challenge. And what do I get a sense of him overcoming this challenge? Was phenomenally amazing. He still hasn't overcome the Court of Owls, but he has escaped their clutches for now. And that's just a good feeling. That Batman overcame this. This is the Batman we know and love. He's a fighter, a survivor, and yeah, I highly recommend you guys keep checking this issue out. Keep checking out the Batman storyline right now. It's really great. I love it. So hopefully you guys like this review, and talk to you guys later, okay? So see you guys later.